So Rocky, we're right on pace, and that was excellent. Um, I'm looking to see if our next interview is here, and I don't see them. We did leave a 5 minute buffer in case we went a little bit long. So let's just hang tight until we see.
Scott, we're
Uh,
here.
oh, you are here. Good, perfect, excellent. So Rocky, if you're ready, well, we got Rocky and Rocky talking to each other. This is a lot of fun. Um, Rocky Erickson, when you're ready to go, please proceed.
Rocky Larson, head coach at Mayville State. And coach, I got to ask you a question. Is that your real name?
That is my real name. I've never seen the movies, but it's my real name.
Well, guess what? It's my real name too. And that's a rarity because most everybody else named Rocky, it's a nickname, as you know.
Absolutely. No, my dad lost a state championship in his high school year, heavyweight, to a guy named Rocky, and said he was going to name his first son that. So, love it, and nice to meet another Rocky. I think you were the first one I've ever met with the real name Rocky. So,
My dad was a boxing fan, named me after Rocky Marciano.
awesome.
Coach, tell us who you have with you today.
Yeah, so to my left here, I have our wide receiver who played some tight end. We're converting him out more receiver this year, Kelby Azure, transfer from North Dakota State, from Hatton, Northwood, comes from a great family. And then to my right, Devin Woods comes to us from Shadow Ridge, a high school in Las Vegas. Comes from an awesome family. Devin's going to be a senior for us, 4-year starter, and Kelby's going to be a junior for us. He's going into his third year starting for us. So really proud of these two and everything they've done for our program. They're key cornerstones of who we are and who we want to be about. So lucky to have these two sit next to me.
Well, Coach Rocky, tell us your thoughts on being a part of the Frontier.
Yeah, we're really excited. Obviously, a great conference and in everything in football. I'll tell you, we're really looking forward to not having to play each other twice and playing the round robin schedule and being able to see some different faces. And we've talked a lot about the travel and going to see different parts of the world. We're starting to book our flights out to Simpson and make sure we have all that done. And we have guys who've never flown before. We have guys who've never been to California, never been out of North Dakota. So it's a really cool learning experience along with the athletic experience that we get to put our kids through. And obviously, the SEC of the NAI, we're getting to play the best every single week. And we had to up our recruiting. We have to up everything we do and how we operate so we can be competitive in this conference. And Dr. Crawford's done an incredible job of getting us all on the same wavelength and a lot of meetings. But it's becoming real that we're getting to join this great league and really excited for it.
Coach, tell us about your team, some of your top returning players this season.
Yeah, top returning, obviously the two each side of me. We graduated 36 kids last year. I've been going into year 6 here, and that was our first big recruiting class, that COVID class. So, we graduated some of our high-end kids. So we're trying to retool. We're going to be playing some young kids. We got a four-way battle going at quarterback right now, trying to figure out who that's going to be. Landon Olson, running back. He's going to be a kid that's going to play a lot for us. Daniel Suda and Aaron Gilman on the offensive line, two kids that are high-level kids. Cam Spaeth at receiver. Defensively, Devin Woods, obviously, Anthony Johnson and Marcus Jones are top returners on that side. But when you lose 36 kids and some high-end kids who had all conference accolades and all that, we have a lot of kids who haven't played college football. They've been in the program, but they haven't been proven yet. So that's what this whole fall camp's about, is trying to prove and get to where we need to be.
Devin, tell me any differences between Las Vegas, Nevada, and Mayville, North Dakota?
Yeah, there's a big difference in the weather, big change there. I always tell everybody you got to be ready to prepare for the cold, but it's my 4th year here and I'm still not used to it. So just got to bundle up.
Devin, tell me, what do you like best about this team?
About this team, I really like our ability to be able to create an environment where everybody enjoys playing football here. Everybody loves their teammates. We all love each other. And when we're on the field, we're all encouraging each other to, do our best, compete, give all out effort. And, it just creates an energy that, is really hard to break. So.
Kelby, tell me your thoughts about being at Mayville and the Frontier Conference this year.
Oh, I love it. Coming from a Division I program to coming to here, there's not much of a change. Coach Larson has built a phenomenal program here, and then heading into the Frontier this year, it's just another stepping stone for Mayville State football. We get to play with the best every week, and we get to show that we belong here.
Coach, when you look at your schedule, are you really looking forward to any one game?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of them really looking forward to. The first one being Simpson, the the opener to the league, and going out to California, and the amount of time and energy that we've put into planning that trip to, as the head coach and the travel coordinator and the athletic director all in one, making sure we get everything right and everyone gets fed and we get to play that game. And then Arizona Christian bringing a school up from Arizona for our Farmers Bowl homecoming, two really exciting ones. And one of my good friends in this profession is Coach Stutz at Rocky Mountain, and being able to play them. And he's taught me so much about the game of football, and being able to go out to Billings and get a chance to play them. Really looking forward to that trip as well. So definitely excited for all the new opportunities and new challenges and different faces that we'll get to meet and see along the way.
You want to schedule Arizona Christian at home in late November.
We'd prefer it. Yeah, for sure. But we'll you're not safe September 27th or 28th, whatever date that is, here in Mayville. It snowed here that time of year in the past, so you never know.
Dr. Crawford, any questions?
Yes, Coach Larson, would you go over your any staff changes and just give you an opportunity to brag on your staff?
Yeah, and the big one, Kyle Otenero, our offensive line coach. He was with us for 4 years. Unbelievable person, unbelievable coach. Stepped away from us for a new opportunity. AI, so we had to make some changes. We hired Jack Mullen and Scott Olson as our co-offensive coordinators. Scott Olson was our defensive line coach last year. Jack Mullen, first time being an offensive coordinator, and those two are blending offenses and trying to get us to where we want to be. Moving Nick Flesland, our special teams coordinator, over to coach that defensive line. And then fortunate to hire some recent graduates of ours, Tim Salmon, who was a great quarterback in the North Star for many years. 4-year starter for us. He's coming on to coach our quarterbacks. Tommy Enerson, who played linebacker for us, and Andrew Oates, who played offensive line for us, all get to join the coaching staff. So we're all set there, and I'm fortunate as the athletic director to have so many great coaches that if I have to step away, those guys can step in and run the program. So very fortunate for the guys I get to go to work with every day.
I'm going to follow up. Curious to hear from Kelby and Devin about which game on the schedule they're most looking forward to.
First, I would say for sure the Valley City game, of course, our rivals, we always go to battle with them, and it's always a fun game. It's just a great atmosphere to be in, and I'm excited for that one for sure.
Ready for the home opener on Thursday night. Just kick it off with these guys. New team. We get a kickoff at home under the lights, and no better place to do it than Mayville, North Dakota.
What do you know about Judson? I'm curious.
Not a lot, but we're worried about ourselves right now, preparing the best we can, do what we can, and control what we can control going into week 1.
Rocky, is that a return game or is that just a one-off?
That's a 1-year contract, new coaching staff, which is always fun to get a week 0 game with a brand new coaching staff. And I know they've signed a lot of really good transfers. They're all over, and new coach, I've gotten to know him pretty well. So that's a 1-year contract where they come up to Mayville, and fun to get an NAIA game that we haven't played before. So we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah, well, I hope that's a foretelling in the future that you're able to get some of those one-off games and schools are going to come play you at your place.
Absolutely. Nope, it's awesome.
Any questions for Mayville State from the media? Devin, how do you best describe the defense?
Our defense, I would say we get after it every play. We want to make sure that we got all 11 hats to the ball. And the word I would describe it is aggressive. We just try to do our best we can to stop the offense from doing anything that they want to do.
How do you best describe yourself as a player?
The same exact way. I feel like I fit very well into this defense. I try to play aggressive and win every rep, every play. And, I do my best to get to the ball all the time.
Coach, any Mayville traditions in football you'd like to share with us?
I think the big tradition is our Farmers Bowl, which has been a huge. It's a game, but at the same time, it's a Farmers Bowl where we have a game that we recognize all the farmers, and Mayville's a small community with a lot of agriculture in the area, and a lot of our donors who keep us going and helping these two get some scholarship money are farmers. So we play a Farmers Bowl game where normally it's the last week of September where we hopefully the crops are out of the ground or it's rain so they can stop for 3 hours and come out to the game and we can celebrate them. And then they do a big corn feed, big hot dog feed, and it's just I think we had over 3,500 people at the game last year. So that's a big deal for us to celebrate our local history, and it's turned into a really cool tradition.
Well, that's pretty neat. That's
Hey,
coming from
Rocky,
a farm boy myself.
Rocky, we have Daniel Shepard with 406 Sports in Montana. Go ahead, Daniel.
Hey Rocky, yeah, Daniel Shepard here. You mentioned wanting to retool, I guess, offensively, and you talked about the position battle at quarterback. Can you just kind of I guess specifically how you envision that going, and then what you want to see out of your eventual starter?
Yeah, Dylan Lamont is the incumbent who played for us last year when Tim Salmon got hurt. Aiden Marcuson has been in the program for 3 years, and then Edward Norton was transferred for us. He's been in the program a little bit, and then Matt Donovan comes to us. Don't know a ton about him yet. Obviously, still trying to figure out where he fits as we're just starting practice. But Scott Olson was on our staff last year. Was our D line coach, but when we were looking for an offense coordinator, I wanted to change tempos a little bit, but I liked what we were doing. Jack Simmers back on offense. He's an electric kid who led us in rushing last year, who actually played some quarterback. And we'll probably see him play a little bit of quarterback again this year and some Wildcat stuff that we're going to do. But we're really just looking forward to whoever wins that quarterback job's got to be able to lead us on offense, be able to control different tempos that we want to play at, and not turn the football over. If we can do those things, the eventual winner of the quarterback job, if they can do those things, we'll be all right. So we're charting every day completions, passing percentage, interceptions, that type of stuff to figure out who that guy is going to be. And 3 days in, it's still wide open. And as long as we have someone by August 28th that's emerged, that's what we're hoping for.
Awesome, thank you, I appreciate it.
Coach Larson, I asked Coach Anderson on the first interview we did with Dakota State a little bit about his impressions of the merger and the acquisition of 2 automatic berths into the NAI postseason and the potential for additional at-large berths. Would you speak from your point of view about that impact and how important that is for your program this year and into the future?
No question. I think that's one of the best things that you've done a lot of great stuff, Dr. Crawford, but being able to get an East and West division in football was a huge piece of this whole puzzle that came together to make sure we can get. And I think I heard Josh saying he's right. I mean, we should get 1, 2, 3 extra bids or at-large bids as we go with the teams we have, and we've watched film all summer, and there's some really good football teams in this league, and we're excited to get going. But it sounds different. We haven't talked a ton about we're trying to get better every day. I mean, that's what it comes down to, and everything we're focused on right now is Judson. After Judson, we'll worry about Concordia Moorhead, and we'll continue to take it one game at a time. We talked about playoffs for about 30 seconds. The first team meeting and what a conference championship means. And then after that, we try not to talk about that in this program. We talk about attacking every day and getting better. But as a head football coach, having that, and if you run the table, you're into the conference or you're into the tournament. No matter what happens on the other side, that's a big deal, and it's a big credit to how this whole thing came together. So hats off to you, Dr. Crawford, and everyone who's worked on it.
I'm going to defer all those nice compliments, Rocky. It's been a great collaborative effort with you and and many others within the conference to make all this work. And I appreciate all that you've done to contribute to that. I'm not the MC, but I will ask one more question, and then maybe Rocky will have one more for you all. But love to hear from Kelby and Devin about your coach. What is it that you like most about playing for Coach Larson?
He straight up tells you how it is. I love playing for a coach like that. He comes in every day, high energy, high vibrations, every day at practice, holds everyone to the highest standards, high accountability, and phenomenal guy. It's just awesome to come in every day, fall camp. He's just an amazing guy to come in and play for week in and week out.
Yeah, I would agree. Coach Rocky Larson, has high expectations for his players. And the thing I love about him most is he's going to give us all the opportunity and all the space to be able to, live up to those expectations. He's going to encourage us. He's going to talk to us. He's going to let us know, what we need to be doing. And, it just gives us opportunity. And that's the most important thing.
I think you've described the Rocky Larson that I've gotten to know in the past couple of years. And Rocky, I'm doing everything I can to come be part of the Farmers Bowl. When you mentioned the corn feed, I think that was the final piece to get me there. So I'm doing my best to come experience that game with you all.
Put me down for
Awesome.
that one as well. This has been a very confusing segment. Every time somebody says Rocky, I'm thinking they're asking me a question. Coach, players, Devin, Kelby, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the very best of luck. And Coach, I want to meet you someday. We got to get a picture taken together.
No question. Well, you're invited out here anytime, and I'm sure we'll hopefully run into each other when we come out your way. And I know Dr. Crawford's mixed us up on email a few times, so it's nice to finally put the face to some of those emails that Dr. Crawford has sent and understand the confusion.
Mayville State, best of luck this season. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.